Skyview High School Sports, a presentation of 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan, and Cache Valley Daily. Brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Napa Auto Parts, Old Grist Mill, Les Olson Company, DD Auto Salvage, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union, and Cache Valley Daily. Now, it's time for the Skyview Bobcats on 106.9 The Fan.
Good evening and welcome to Skyview High School as the Skyview Bobcats on senior night honored four players, the four seniors before the game, and that's why we've got a late start. That and the JV game went a little long, but the Skyview Bobcats are hosting the Mountain Crest Mustangs for the final region game of the season before state playoff play next week. Hi, I'm John Newbold. Welcome on in. Should be a good game tonight as the Mountain Crest Mustangs looking for revenge as Skyview defeated the Mustangs earlier in the season at Hiram. And should be a good one tonight. Both teams kind of on a losing streak. Both teams have lost 3 in a row. Skyview coming off a loss the other night on Wednesday to Green Canyon here at home, 69-49. It was Green Canyon all in the second half. It was that third quarter, though, where they outscored the Bobcats 21-7 in that third. And it was only a 2-point game at halftime, but that was pretty much what did end the Bobcats, and they lost by 20. But they've lost 3 in a row. The Ridgeline Riverhawks defeated Mountain Crest 51-46 to clinch the Region 11 title the other night. And Mountain Crest made it a game, at least the scores that we got, the updates. It seemed like Ridgeline was ahead by double digits, and then Mountain Crest made a comeback but just came up short. And they've lost 3 in a row as well. So both teams looking to get off that losing streak, and with the RPI and the seeding coming out tomorrow morning to determine where you play, it should be interesting to see with the wins or the losses where they'll end up. But looking at what we saw before this week started, before the RPIs went away, it looked like no matter what happened this week that the Mountain Crest Mustangs would be hosting a first-round playoff game at Mountain Crest next Wednesday, because the first round and second round games are at home sites before they head to UVU. And I don't think Mountain Crest, they were a 13 seed or in the RPI before this week started. I don't feel like they would lose a home game, so I'm pretty sure Mountain Crest will be hosting a game, win or lose tonight, in Hiram next Wednesday. And then for the Skyview Bobcats, they were a 17 seed, and you've got to be in the top 16 to earn a home playoff game in the first round. And my guess is that Skyview, with a loss, isn't going to fall to 18. I think they'll stay at 17. The only question I have is whether or not they'll be at Timpanogos at the 16 seed at Timpanogos, or if Timpanogos somehow moves up ahead of Desert Hills, Skyview could end up going clear down to St. George to face Desert Hills in the first round. So that's where we sit as far as playoff matchups go. Other games tonight in Region 11, Ridgeline is at Logan, and Green Canyon is at Bear River. And all 4 of those teams are in the top 8 of the RPI, and so they'll all have first-round byes. At least that's what it looked like before this week started, but I'm thinking that's what it will be. So Mountain Crest will probably be the only game in town next week in the first round on Wednesday. The second round is played on Friday. But these two teams, like we mentioned, matched up earlier in Hiram, and it was the Skyview Bobcats with the victory over the Mustangs. It was a close game, but Skyview did come out on top. It was McCade Roll who had a big game in that first matchup, and that was their first region win. It was to end the first round of region games. It was a 51-49 victory for Skyview. And like we mentioned, McCade Roll with 20 points. Zach Oxborough, the sophomore, those two sophomores led the way. McCade Roll 20, Zach Oxborough 11, Liam Guthrie 8 for the Bobcats. For the Mustangs in that game, it was Caden Hess with 14, Josh Arnell with 12, and Rigdon Anderson with 8. Those were the top 3 scorers from each team. Mountain Crest went to the free throw line 14 times, and they were 7 of 14. Skyview was 12 of 15. So 50% from the free throw line for Mountain Crest. That's something that they probably want to correct, because if they make those free throws, then they probably get the victory over the Bobcats in that first round. But again, Skyview defeated the Mustangs 51-49 in a closely contested ball game throughout the night. So we'll see what happens in this second matchup before we head on in to the state playoffs, which get underway Wednesday. We'll find out all the matchups tomorrow at the Utah High School Athletics Association webpage. They have the RPIs, and they usually come out, I think, around 9 a.m. is my understanding. If we get Ryan Gruna up here, the athletic director, I'll double check with him to make sure. But I think it's tomorrow at 9 a.m., not a Monday where you would have to wait and find out. But again, those home sites for the first 2 rounds, and Mountain Crest, I'm guessing will win or lose tonight, for sure be hosting next Wednesday in the state playoffs. We thank you for tuning in tonight on 107.7 FM or on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. Also, if you're watching the video stream on CashValleyDaily.com, we thank you for doing that. It's powered, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. They put clients first under any circumstance. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com for more information, but they power your video experience tonight. So both teams warming up as we're a couple minutes away from the starting lineups. And also we'll check in with the uniform check right now. The Logo Shop, they are the sponsor of our uniform check. They're committed to schools, teams, and youth groups. It's the Logo Shop. Visit their 2 locations on South Main and North Main, Locker 42, and it's a great source for Aggie apparel as well. But for the Skyview Bobcats in their home jerseys, they are wearing all white, the home jerseys, the white jerseys, white shorts with the blue trim and the blue numerals. With that, the Skyview Bobcats in their home uniforms, and the Mountain Crest Mustangs in the road uniforms in their blue jerseys and blue shorts with orange trim, and then they've got the white numerals outlined in orange. And I'll tell you what, as a broadcaster, thank you very much, because I can read those numbers compared to the dark jerseys with dark numerals that a lot of teams have. So thank you, Mountain Crest, for that, because that makes it a lot easier on me throughout the broadcast. So we're going to step aside. We'll have the national anthem during the commercial break, and then we'll come back with your starting lineups and the tip-off of this final region game here on Senior Night in Smithfield. It's all coming up next right here on The Fan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
RPMs raise your BPMs. Then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Welcome back to Skyview High School, the Skyview Bobcats and the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Getting ready to get things going here in Smithfield. It was senior night. They honored 4 seniors before the game, but now the starting lineups for your Mountain Crest Mustangs. Number 3, a 6'1" senior, Josh Arnell. Number 4, a 6'1" senior, Rigdon Anderson. Number 21, Nico Dimitrikov. Number 24, a 6'6" senior, Caden Hess. And number 25, a 6'2" senior, Joseph Hunsaker. That's your starting lineups for the Mustangs from Mountain Crest. As the lights will go off here in Smithfield, and then on the screen to the right here to the south, they play a little intro video with the Skyview Bobcats before we get underway. We do have one score we'll pass along because, like we mentioned, Skyview, this game, because of the senior night and all the things going on, they are behind, I guess, with the JV game. They're behind schedule. So for the score that we have, it's Green Canyon was at Bear River. And Green Canyon, their hot shooting from the Skyview game in the second half is carried over to Garland as they are all over the Bear River Bears, 20-8 at the end of the first quarter in that matchup in Region 11 there in Garland. And again, those starting lineups by the Mountain Crest Mustangs was brought to you by the Mountain Crest Booster Club. Mountain Crest says thanks to the businesses who support the Mustangs: Karchner Homes, Cache Valley Bank, Fox Pest Control, Hiram Chevron, Rent Dynamics, Big O, JM Concrete, Logo Shop, Mountain Land RV, Wasatch TaylorMade, Landmark Homes, Comprehensive Family Dental, and more. For the Skyview Bobcats, Brighton Williams, a 5'10" senior. Number 3, a 6'3" senior, Carson Thatcher. Number 4, 6'3" junior, Liam Guthrie. Number 5, a 5'9" sophomore, McCade Roll. And number 32, a 6'8" senior, Kimball Black. That's your starting lineup for the Skyview Bobcats. And they said number 1, Tanner Davis. He's a 6'5" senior committed to Utah Tech. He blew his ACL midway through the third game at Rexburg, Idaho against the Madison Bobcats. And he's been out since then. So here we go, waiting for the whistle as we're about underway here in Smithfield. The Mustangs, the Bobcats. Final region game of the season. So it'll be Caden Hess jumping with Kimball Black. And there's the whistle. Waiting for the ball, and there it is up in the air. Caden Hess controls it back to Joseph Hunsaker, who gives it to Rigdon Anderson, going left to right on your radio dial. They get it to the high post. That was Nico. Then inside, a shot, good. From the left side, Josh Arnell dribbled all the way into the key from the wing and then just floated it up and in. 2-0 Mustangs. Going towards Hiram. Skyview's got the ball, but they're still in the back court. They got to get it across. McCade Roll does. He's bumped. Throws it in the corner to Kimball Black, to Thatcher, over to the wing. Brighton Williams, no good on the three from the right wing. Oh, two Bobcats there, and it looked like Skyview touched it last from here, but they say it was out of bounds on the Mustangs. Skyview will control underneath their own basket. They throw it into the corner to McCade Roll. He's going to back it out and set it up. Mustangs start in a 2-3 zone. It looks like Anderson and Arnell are up top. Hunsaker down on the wing with Nico. And they turn it over. The Bobcats do. The steal by Joseph Hunsaker. Left wing three, good. That's Rigdon Anderson, and it's a 5-0 lead, Mustangs. Quickly, the Bobcats get back. Layup, no good. Rebound comes down to Hess. Hess goes all the way down into the lane. Jump stop, too hard off the backboard, and it comes down to McCade Roll. 1-on-4, so he has to slow it down, but he got it across the timeline. Liam Guthrie to Brighton Williams, a long three straight away, got it. So a 5-0 run to start the game for the Mustangs, and now the Bobcats answer with the Williams three. 5-3 Mustangs, 6:23 left in the first quarter. Anderson gets it down low to Hess. Layup no good, gets his own rebound, goes back up, misses again, and rebound Guthrie. Dimitrikov in the high post, nice pass to Hess, but he couldn't finish a couple times. Guthrie on the left wing, out to McCade Roll. Long three, straight away, boom! McCade Roll, the sophomore. He was a couple feet behind the three-point arc, and he drills it 6-5 Skyview. So Skyview goes on a 6-0 run after the 5-0 run by the Mustangs. Under 6 minutes to play in the quarter. Joseph Hunsaker on the left wing, out to Rigdon Anderson. He thought about a three. He pushes off McCade Roll. That's going to be an offensive foul. As Anderson was kind of jab stepping, he just pushed his elbow out there in front and pushed McCade Roll back, and it's right out in the middle of the court, so the official called it right away. Turnover on Mustangs. They get it to Guthrie. He launches a three. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Rigdon Anderson, stripped away by McCade Roll. Roll, reverse layup, good. Skyview leads 8-5 and are on an 8-0 run. Anderson has it in the front court. A screen there by Nico. Missed shot. Comes down to, Arnell, but they're going to call a rebound foul. I think it's going to go against the Mustangs. They give it to Caden Hess, his first. It's the Mustangs' second team foul with 5:14 in the opening quarter. So Thatcher gets it into Williams. He's trapped in the back court. Gets it to Thatcher. Now they break the timeline to Guthrie. Fakes the three. Now he's going to drive baseline out front. Williams, three, no. Rebound, Thatcher. Back to McCade Roll, and Skyview resets. Under 5 minutes to play. Skyview on an 8-0 run. They lead 8-5 over the Mustangs. Guthrie in the high post. Back out front to McCade Roll. Splits the double team. Layup, a floater, no good. Hess the rebound. Gets it to Arnell, and Arnell tries to hit Nico, but it's stripped away by Williams. To Guthrie. Guthrie takes it to the rack. Bank shot, no good. Tipped by Kimball Black, no good. Rebound by Dimitrikov, and he's fouled by Kimball Black, I believe. No, they give it to Guthrie. So Mustang basketball, 4:28 left to play in this opening quarter, 8-5 Skyview. They break the press easily. Arnell on the right side, goes down to the wing. Looking for Hess down low. He does get it to Hess. Hess drives around Kimball Black, and he stepped out of bounds on the baseline. He made a great move to get around Kimball Black, but they said he stepped out on the baseline. It will be Skyview basketball. It was a fantastic move by Hess to get around Black, but couldn't finish because he stepped out. McCade Roll breaks the press, dribbles all the way down into the lane, out to Guthrie, back to Roll. Now they set things up with 4 minutes to play in the quarter. 8-5 Skyview. They're on an 8-0 run after the Mustangs started on a 5-0 run to start this game. Thatcher, as they're just working it around the perimeter, the shot clock down to 9 for Skyview. 8, Kimball Black to Guthrie. Three-pointer right wing, no good. Rebound Hess. It was good ball movement, but great defense by the Mustangs to not let Skyview get inside the lane. Hunsaker gets it down to Hess. He gets into the lane, up with a shot, foul on Kimball Black as he tried to scoop it up on the left side. Nice move by Hess to get down that left side of the lane. Skyview kind of set up a press, but the Mustangs broke it really easily. Hess's free throw is long, no good. Again, we want to thank our sponsors. State Farm agent Lana Powell. Ask about good students and good driver discounts. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Lana Powell bringing you Mustang basketball here on 107.7 FM, 752-7639 for more information. The second free throw is good by Hess. He's got his first point of the game. Skyview trying to break the press. Thatcher gets it across with 26. And then Guthrie bumped and fouled by Joseph Hunsaker. The third team foul there on the Mustangs. It's 8-6. It was an 8-0 run until that free throw by Hess. Skyview inbounds to Thatcher, clear out front near the timeline. Now to McCade Roll. Brighton Williams in the right corner, guarded there by Anderson. As the Skyview bench yells out 33, trying to set up their offense. McCade Roll gets it over to Thatcher, 15 on the shot clock. Guarded by Anderson, gets it to Williams, 10 on the shot clock. Williams loses his balance as he went to pass it off. He lost his balance, kind of slid there and took an extra step, and it's a travel. Turnover on the Bobcats. So 2:55 in the opening quarter. It looks like Murray's going to come into the game. And he's going to come in for Dimitrikov. So Murray's in there. He's a 6'6 senior as well, like Hess. So you've got a lot of height in there. Hunsaker gets it. It's tipped around and out of bounds. Last touch by Joseph Hunsaker. He was trying to hit Arnell in the high post. And I don't know what happened there. Someone must have poked it away, and it bounced off of McCade Roll and then went off Hunsaker out of bounds in front of the Skyview bench. So Chance Wilson and Zach Oxborough come in for Thatcher and Guthrie for the Bobcats. So 8-6 Skyview. McCade Roll breaks the press, gets it to Brighton Williams. Williams drives, kicks it out to Wilson. Extra pass to Oxborough, took his eye off the ball in the corner, and it goes out of bounds right in front of the Mustang bench. Turnover Skyview. So after a quick start by both teams, scoring-wise, it's kind of slowed down the last 2 minutes here. Anderson to the high post. That's Murray. He gets the high-low game to Hess. Hess goes up, and he's fouled. As he went up, he really didn't have a chance to go up because he was fouled so quickly. Brighton Williams in there will pick up his first. It's the third team foul on Skyview, and the Mustangs have 3 team fouls too with 2:23 left in the first quarter. So Hess back to the free throw line. He makes the first this time. Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's sponsored by Planet Fitness. It's 8-7. Hess can tie it up, and it's long, no good. So he's 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Tonight, 8-7 Skyview with 2:15 left in the first quarter. Easton Mills will check in for the Bobcats next dead ball. As the Mustangs go to a man-to-man defense now. Brighton Williams inside to Kimball Black, and he's swatted away. He had an open layup, but from behind, Joseph Hunsaker came in and showed his hops there and swatted Kimball Black, the 6'8" senior, out of bounds. So he'll come out of the game now. Black will, and Easton Mills in. Brighton Williams to inbound underneath the basket with 15 on the shot clock. McCade Roll backs it up, now uses a screen by Wilson, and an offensive foul by Wilson. Wilson went to set the screen, and I think he just put his chest out there, and he really didn't need to because Hunsaker had already gotten through it for the Bobcats. Another turnover, and it's 8-7. The Mustangs can take the lead on this possession. Under 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Skyview's in his zone. Rigdon Anderson at the top of the perimeter to Arnell on the wing. Back to Anderson. He's going to let it fly off to the right. Murray the rebound, and Williams rips it for a jump ball. It'll be Skyview. So great job by the point guard for the Bobcats. Murray kind of brought that rebound down, and you always teach those big men to keep it high. He brought it down, and it was just enough for Brighton Williams to get in there and cause the jump ball. So 8-7 Skyview. Oxborough spins into the lane, gets it out to Wilson, left wing three. No, too strong. Hess the rebound for the Mustangs. Rips it down to Arnell. Arnell into the front court, all the way down to the key. Now he stops his dribble, goes up with the shot, banks it up and in, and the Mustangs lead on Arnell's second bucket of the game. 9-8 Mustangs with 1:12 here in the opening quarter. McCade Roll on the right side. And he's fouled hard out front by Arnell, trying to strip that ball away. That's his first, and it's the fourth team foul. So both teams, a lot of fouls in this opening quarter, 4 team fouls on each team. Nobody has 2 fouls yet. Everybody's got 1 foul that has fouled. 9-8 Mustangs. 1 minute to play here in the quarter. Skyview going right to left on your radio dial. McCade Roll springs into action down the side. Chance Wilson threw it underneath to Easton Mills, and Mills, it was way too high, over his head, out of bounds. Turnover Bobcats, and Chance will come out. Thatcher back in. 53 seconds in the quarter, 9-8 Mustangs. Rigdon Anderson brings it down. Gets it to Joseph Hunsaker. Arnell on the wing, back out front to Rigdon. Now to high post to Murray, back out to Hunsaker, who drives the baseline, kicks it out front. Rigdon Anderson all alone for 3, too long off the back iron. Long rebound out to Oxborough. Williams lobs it too far and hits a Mustang cheerleader on the baseline, and Guthrie's going to come in for Williams. So right now, I can tell you, if you talk to Coach Hilliard, he does not like the turnovers. The Bobcats are not taking care of the ball. The Mustangs bring it down. Across the timeline is Anderson. They're going to go for 1 shot. Coach Smith called out from the bench. Shot clock is off. Game clock down to 12. Anderson gets it over to Hunsaker. He gets the ball back. Now the high post to Murray. Clock down to 5. He attacks the basket. He's fouled with 5 seconds left. The foul's going to go against Easton Mills, and Murray will go to the line to shoot 2 with 5.1 seconds left. First shot around the rim, no good. Or actually good, sorry, my bad. It rolled around and went in by Murray. Great Basin Graphics brings you high school basketball tonight. And the second one around the rim, no good. Easton Mills the rebound, 10-8 with 2 seconds. Oxborough has it, 1, lets it fly from half court. Banked off the backboard, didn't have a chance, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter, it's Mustangs 10, Bobcats 8. It was a quick start with scoring early on, but then it really slowed down those last 2 minutes of the quarter. But it's 10-8 Mustangs after 1. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Skyview High School, 10-8 at the end of one. Mustangs lead, and they'll start with the ball because there was one tie-up. They got the tip, and then there was a tie-up, and now they have the ball back. Arnell get into the lane to Anderson. They whip it around to Murray in the right corner. He's going to dribble out to Anderson. Up with the shot, banks it up and in. And now it's 12-8 Mustangs. As the Bobcats bring it down, Thatcher for three out of the corner and he drills it. He doesn't score often. Skyview's got 3 3-point baskets, and it's 12-11 Mustangs. The Bobcats only have 1 2-point basket. Anderson, that was Arnell, down to Hess. That's Nico Dimitrikov, and he hooks it up and in. So 14-11. Dimitrikov, nice footwork there, and then he just kind of hooked it up and in for the Mustangs. 14-11 Mustangs, under 7 minutes to play in the half. Thatcher hands off to Guthrie on the wing to Oxborough. Out to Guthrie. Guthrie drives the left lane. He goes up, and he's fouled. Nice move as he just had the defender on his back, and he just went up strong. And it will be on Hunsaker. His second foul with 6:45 in the half. As Guthrie will go to the line to shoot two. He hasn't scored yet tonight. Old Gristmill brings you Skyview basketball here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. So Easton Mills comes out. Chance Wilson comes in for the Bobcats. And it was Jackson Murray coming out of the game. I believe Hess came in. Guthrie knocks down both free throws. And it's 14-13 Mustangs with 6:42 in the first half. Hunsaker to Rigdon Anderson to Arnell. Now to Hunsaker, left side three, no good. Rebound, Thatcher. He gets it quickly to McCain Roll. Gets across the timeline, doesn't have numbers, so he goes back out to Oxborough. Oxborough attacks. Floater in the lane, short. Good job by Hess to come up and force that miss. Mustangs have the ball in the front court. Into the high post it goes, and that's Hess. Hess goes up, shot no good, but a good rebound there by Dimitrikov, and he's fouled as Skyview hooked one of his arms, it looked like. Thatcher picks up the foul, his first. It's Skyview's second team foul in the quarter with 6:09. It's Mustang basketball on the baseline. Trying to get it in. They lob it out front. Brighton Williams steals it. Goes all the way. Layup. No, it rimmed around and went in. 15-14 on the turnover. They passed it out front, but Brighton Williams just beat the man to it and got the steal and the layup. Skyview leads by one now. Hunsaker inside to Dimitrikov, and he travels. As Dimitrikov caught it, he kind of lost his balance, but he was double teamed there in the post, and he just shuffled his feet, I guess. So Mason Smith, the sophomore, 5'10 sophomore, comes in for Nico Dimitrikov for the Mustangs, and it's 15-14 Skyview. They have the ball, and 5:40 here in the half. Chance Wilson tries to go back door. Now he does to Oxborough. Oxborough underneath. Guthrie in the corner. Out front to Williams. Fakes the three. Drives. Floats it up. No good. Rebound Thatcher. He goes up and it's good. Carson Thatcher with 5 in the quarter and 5 in the game. 17-14 Skyview. Mason Smith has it straight away over to Arnell. Arnell pump fakes the three. Now he passes down to Hess, who's double teamed. Gets in the lane. Misses the fadeaway. Fights for the rebound. Saves it to Anderson. Anderson drives. Lobs it. It's knocked away by Chance Wilson. He was trying to get it to Joseph Hunsaker. Quickly down to Guthrie on the other end. He's going to drive up with a shot, and it's in! Timeout on the floor by the Mustangs as Guthrie found a way to get it in. Kind of grimacing a little bit as he hit the floor hard, but Skyview's got a 5-point lead with 4:53 to play here in the quarter. 19-14 Skyview. We'll keep it here and check some scores. These score updates brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. If you're a do-it-yourselfer kind of guy or gal that works on cars, Napa Auto Parts, they're the place for you. They've got all the parts you need, oil, filters, the oil, and everything else that you might need for your do-it-yourselfers. They've got 5 places here in the valley, Napa Auto Parts. You can count on them to have the parts you need and the parts you want every day. But score updates, you've got Ridgeline leading Logan 29-23. That game is at the Grizzly Den. And at the half, Green Canyon 26. So in the second quarter, they only scored 6 points, but they lead 26-20 at the half over Bear River. That's on the road. Green Canyon with the lead there. Here it's 19-14 Skyview. They get it low to Hess. He goes up over Thatcher, and Thatcher tried to take the charge. He's going to get the block. It's his second foul. So out of the timeout, they quickly got it to Caden Hess, and he went right to the rack. It's Carson Thatcher's second foul, second team foul in the quarter on the Bobcats as Hess goes back to the line. He misses long on the first. So Kimball Black, McCade Roll for the Bobcats come on. Zach Oxborough and Carson Thatcher come out. With 4:44 in the half, Skyview leads by 5, 19-14. One more for Hess, and it's long, but it uses all of the rim and bounces around and finally falls for Hess. He's been 1 of 2 every time. He's 3 of 6 from the line tonight. McCade Roll goes down. He's bumped and fouled. And it's going to be on Hess. His second foul. So Joseph Hunsaker and Caden Hess both with 2 fouls. And quickly off the bench is Nico Dimitrikov. He's going to come in for the Mustangs because they didn't want Hess to pick up another foul with 4:36 in the half. Skyview on the baseline, gets it into Chance Wilson, now to Guthrie. Guthrie to Williams on the left side. Now to McCade Roll, who drives left side and turns it over as he was trying to find Kimball Black. He drove the left side of the lane, tried to dish it through a double team, and it just went out of bounds. Turnover on Skyview. Skyview does lead 19-15. Smith brings it down to the perimeter to Joseph Hunsaker in the high post. Turnaround jumper in and out. How did it come out? It was all the way down and came out. He just missed that jumper inside the lane. Skyview on the other end. Brighton Williams attacks the basket. No good. Kimball Black, the rebound, passes out, and it's tipped and knocked away by Arnell. So Guthrie will take it in for the Bobcats. He's going to throw it into the back court to McCade Roll. And with 4 minutes to go in the half, he gets across the timeline. Skyview leading 19-15, a screen out front. Roll to Guthrie. Guthrie to the high post, spins in the lane, back out to McCade Roll, right corner three, no! Rebound, nice rebound there by Dimitrikov. He brings it down to Smith. Smith into the front court to Arnell on the right wing. Now on the baseline, it's Joseph Hunsaker. Passes cross court to Rigdon Anderson. Oh no, look, pass by Smith in and out of the hands inside the key. I think that was Hunsaker, and Skyview's got the ball out after the turnover. Williams has it, hands off to Roll as he sets up the offense clear out front. Gets it off to Chance Wilson up top. Looking for some cutters, gets it to Williams, now to Guthrie. Guthrie spins around, back to Chance Wilson in the corner. Shot clock down to 12. Williams kicks it inside, trying to hit Kimball Black across the lane on the left side, and it's kicked by the Mustangs, so the shot clock will reset to 20. It was at 12 and will reset to 20. So with 3:08, Skyview will inbound on their own baseline. They're under the north basket with 3:08. They lead 19-15. 3:08 in the half. Guthrie gets it to Roll in the corner. Roll out front to Guthrie. Mustangs in a man-to-man, and Guthrie took an extra step as he tried to get around the defender, and it will be a travel and a turnover on the Bobcats. So offense is not something that you're going to see tonight, at least in this first half so far. Under 3 minutes of play in the half. Both teams turning the ball over a lot. Smith, and he gets right to the free throw line, and as he throws it, trying to hit Anderson, he lobs it out of bounds, and it goes right to the Skyview bench, and so Williams comes out, Oxborough in for the Bobcats. So you've got Oxborough, Roll, Wilson, Black, and Guthrie for the Bobcats on the floor, and they have the ball and the lead with 2:40 here in the first half. 19-15 Skyview. Oxborough tries to get it down low, and it's stolen by Dimitrikov. Gets it off to Smith. To Anderson. Now Joseph Hunsaker goes on the baseline all the way across the key. Hands off to Arnell. They work it around the perimeter. Back to that left side. To Dimitrikov in the lane. Goes up. Shot on the way. Too strong. Rebound. Fought for Dimitrikov. Gets it knocked away. Oxborough has it, but Dimitrikov is on the ground and gets it to Smith. So great hustle by Dimitrikov, even though he missed the shot in the lane. He fought for that one. Arnell on the baseline. Goes up with a shot, and it's going to be a foul, I believe, on Chance Wilson. Who else was there for the Bobcats as they landed on him? So Wilson picks up his second. Third team foul on the Bobcats with 2:03 here in the first half. Mason Smith to inbound for the Mustangs underneath that south basket. Looking, he goes clear out front to Rigdon Anderson, who gets it off to Josh Arnell. To Hunsaker, right side of the lane. Shot good, and he's fouled. Joseph Hunsaker. He ends the scoring drought by both teams, and that one is his first bucket of the game. Kimball Black picks up his second foul. So Skyview's got Thatcher, Black, and Wilson all with 2 fouls. As Easton Mills will check in, he's got to be able to come in because there's only one shot. And now the officials let him come in. And here comes a substitute for the Mustangs as well. It will be Parker. No, he's coming in for the shooter. Parker Andrus is still at the scorer's table. 1:57 in the half, 19-17 Skyview. Hunsaker trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. He knocks down the free throw. He's got 3 points and 2 fouls, and so he comes out. Parker Andrus comes in for him. He's a 6'3 junior. McCade Roll brings it down, up the court, 19-18 Skyview. Guthrie drives around Smith, gets it to Easton Mills. Reverse layup, good! Easton Mills finishes, and 21-18 Skyview. So a little life out of both teams offensively. An explosion in this game with, 5 total points combined the last 30 seconds. That's a lot in this game. 21-18 Skyview. Mason Smith thinks about it, lets it fly from 3. He's got it. The sophomore knocked one down in the JV game. If you leave him open, he knocks down that one. 21-21 with 1:15. McCade Roll drives right side. He's cut off by Arnell. Gets it back to Mills. Mills drives against Dimitrikov. Gets it to Chance Wilson. Left wing 3. No good. Easton Mills fights for it, but it's ripped down by Anderson. Quickly up to Arnell in the front court. Arnell attacks. It's stripped away. And then a foul. It was stripped away from Arnell, and it went right to Oxborough for the Bobcats, and then he's fouled. And I think Dimitrikov, his first, and so it's tied at 21, 56.9 seconds left. Skyview with 14 fouls, the Mustangs with 3. Tied at 21. Guthrie thought about the 3. Now he's going to drive, gets in the lane, scoop shot, good! Liam Guthrie, he's got 6 all in this quarter, and the Bobcats lead by 2, 23-21. There's about a 6-second difference on the game clock and shot clock, and it's stolen away by Oxborough. Gets it up to McCade Roll, right side. Inside to Mills, layup, no, too strong. Rebound to Dimitrikov. He had it on the right side, he just missed it. Mason Smith brings it across the timeline. Shot clock is off. Now Anderson's going to hold it. He's clear out front. Now to Smith in the circles. 10 seconds down to 9. Anderson has it with 7. Andrus in the corner. Arnell pops the 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound fought for. Mason Smith to Rigdon Anderson. Layup good at the buzzer. As Mason Smith fought for that rebound and it went to Rigdon Anderson, he reversed it up and got it off in time. We're tied at 23. As Rigdon Anderson put it up and in, he's got 7 points, and we're tied at 23 going into the half. What a first half. It started off with a 5-0 run by the Mustangs to start the game, and then Skyview went on an 8-0 run, and then all of a sudden the scoring just stopped for a long time, and then things started to get going there the last 2 minutes of the half, and we're all tied up at 23. So we're going to step aside, and we'll come back with some scoring updates and more here at halftime. It's 23 for the Bobcats, 23 for the Mustangs. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Skyview High School, 23-23 here at half. John Newbold with you. They're honoring the high school senior cheerleaders for the Skyview Bobcats, but what a game here. The Mustangs and the Bobcats, 23-23. The Mustangs led after one quarter, 10-8. And then Skyview outscored the Mustangs 15-13 in the second quarter, and we're all tied up at the half. Other scores around the region. These scores brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center. Located in the heart of Preston, Franklin County Medical Center is a critical access hospital with an attached 35-bed skilled nursing facility. They've been around Franklin County since 1929, and they are a new sponsor of the Skyview Bobcats. So, again, we want to thank them for bringing you Skyview basketball here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM. The Fan, they bring you these score updates from the half. Logan 23, Ridgeline 29. That's at Logan. Ridgeline leads 29-23. Ridgeline's already captured the region title, so they'll probably have a good seed coming up in the RPI. And then for Green Canyon and Bear River, it was Green Canyon in the first quarter. This game is at Bear River. It was 20-8 for Green Canyon. And then in the second quarter, they only scored 6 points. And they lead still at the half, 26-20 in that game. So Green Canyon leads Bear River. And like we mentioned in the pregame, Mountain Crest, well, in state play, the first and second round games are home games, home site. They host the first 2 rounds of the playoffs before they go to UVU. And before the RPIs went, like they went off on the high school website, Utah High School Activities Association website, they go offline and they don't show them. They're there the whole season, but the last week of the season they take them off and then they show the final RPIs, and I think it's tomorrow at 9. But when I checked last, Mountain Crest was around 13, and you got to be in the top 16 to host a first round game. The first 8 get a bye in the first round. And Ridgeline, Logan, Green Canyon, and Bear River were all in the top 8 last week. So I assume that they will have a bye in the first round. The Mustangs, they will probably host a game in the first round, and that will be the 21st on Wednesday, and it will be a home game. I'm pretty sure the Mustangs will be hosting someone. I don't know who it was, and we'll find out tomorrow, but they for sure will be hosting a first round game in Hiram next Wednesday. So all you Mustang fans, make sure to stay tuned to Al Lewis in the mornings on KVNU, and he'll have the whole rundown. Or you can check CashValleyDaily.com. They'll keep you updated with all the news and sports information on CashValleyDaily.com on what the brackets look like. Skyview will probably be on the road. They'll either be at Timpanogos or next Wednesday, or they'll be at Desert Hills. It just depends on who that 16 seed is and if Skyview stays at 17. So we'll see how that matchup works. But Skyview will be on the road probably no matter what, win or lose tonight. They'll be on the road in the first round. So scoring totals for your Bobcats and for the Mustangs, we'll start with the visitors. In the first half, Josh Arnell with 4 points. 7 points for Rigdon Anderson, had a 3-pointer and a couple of 2-point buckets. He has 7. He leads all scores for the Mustangs. 3 points for Mason Smith, who hit a 3 to tie it up at 21 earlier in the half. 2 points for Dimitrikov. 1 point for Jackson Murray, 3 points for Caden Hess, and 3 points for Joseph Hunsaker. Foul trouble for the Mustangs. 2 fouls on Caden Hess and 2 fouls for Joseph Hunsaker. The Mustangs have knocked down, 4 threes in the first half. For the Skyview Bobcats, scoring totals 5 points for Bryton Williams, 5 points for Carson Thatcher, 6 points for Guthrie to lead the Bobcats, 5 points for McCade Roll, and 2 points for Easton Mills. The Bobcats have knocked down 3 3-pointers in the first half. And that is your scoring totals here at the half. And it's tied at 23 as we are at halftime here. We'll let you hear what's going on here at halftime, as I believe a few Skyview cheerleaders are performing here at halftime. So we'll let you get a taste of that here from Smithfield. Again, it's halftime. Mustangs 23, Bobcats 23. Again, we're here at halftime, and we want to thank our halftime sponsor, Planet Fitness. Don't follow extreme things. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. You can join now for $10 a month and cancel anytime. We're here at Skyview with senior night. Again, the Bobcats and the Mustangs tied at 23. It's been a close game the whole way between these two teams, and it was a close one in Hiram the first time they met. Skyview winning 51-49 in that matchup. Also, if you're interested, the JV game, Skyview hung on for the win, defeating Mountain Crest 44-41 in that matchup, the JV game. And that went a little long, and that's why we got on late, and that's why this game started late. But again, CashValleyDaily.com for all the latest news, scores, photo galleries, and replays of this game and any of the other region games. Also, the region swim meets there, photo galleries of all the games. Visit CashValleyDaily.com, or you can download the new Cache Valley Daily mobile app. It's Cache Valley's premier choice for local news and sports, is CashValleyDaily.com. Also, your video experience on CashValleyDaily.com of this game and other games. The video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Adams Wealth Advisors wants to understand your family, job, hobbies, and goals to earn your long-term financial trust. It's Adams Wealth Advisors. Also, stay tuned post-game. We will have our McDonald's player of the game from both teams, the Mustangs and the Bobcats. You can work for McDonald's and let McDonald's work for you. They've got flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, plus meals and other perks. They've got locations in Smithfield, Logan, South Logan, Hiram, Brigham City, and Tremont. And they bring you the McDonald's player of the game that will announce one from each team tonight as well. So stay tuned post-game as we will have those players of the game. As both teams come out on the court and start warming up, again, we want to thank our sponsor, the Logo Shop. They're the sponsor of our uniform check. Again, the Bobcats in those white uniforms, the home jerseys white with white shorts and the blue trim and blue numerals, and the Mustangs in the dark blue with the orange trim and the white numerals outlined in orange. So we appreciate you tuning in tonight, and thank you for listening as we are here on 107.7 FM and also 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan, and of course video streaming on CashValleyDaily.com. So we're going to step aside as both teams warm up as we get ready for the second half. Again, stay tuned as we will be having second half action right here in high school basketball. Mustangs 23, Bobcats 23. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Skyview High School. 23-23 is the score as we get ready for the second half. One score update. Green Canyon, after 3 quarters, leads Bear River at Bear River 46 35. So for the Bobcats, they'll have the ball going left to right. It's Carson Thatcher, Liam Guthrie, McCade Roll, Kimball Black, and Brighton Williams. For the Mustangs on the court, you'll have Arnell, Anderson, Hunsaker, Hess, and Smith. So Skyview has the ball. Tie game. Back out to McCade Roll. Left side three. Short. Rebound comes down to Arnell. He hurries up, gets into the front court. Doesn't have numbers. He goes to the right side. He's going to launch a three. No, that's no good. Rebound. Mason Smith tracks it down. Out front to Anderson. In the corner to Hunsaker. Out to Arnell. Right wing three. Oh, in and out. Rebound to Hess. Hess goes up against Black. Shot on the way, and it's good. And one. He got the rebound, went right up Black's chest, and put it up and in. So Hess scores, and he'll shoot one. All of his points, that's his first bucket. All of his points have come at the free throw line. He's 3 of 6, and he misses the free throw. Kimball Black picked up his third foul there. 25-23. McCade Roll explodes across the key, gets it to Guthrie. Guthrie attacks up with a shot, foul, and it's good! The foul goes against Hess. He doesn't like the call at all. And Hess picks up his third foul. So both big men from each team, Kimball Black and Caden Hess, each pick up their third foul quickly into this third quarter. Now can Guthrie complete the three-point play? It's tied at 25. Shot on the way, good by Guthrie, so he's able to complete the three-point play, and he's got 9 points. 26-25 Skyview, 40 seconds into this third quarter. Smith gets it out to Anderson. Anderson for three, he's got it on the left wing. Maybe we'll see some scoring in this second half. 28-26 Mustangs, a minute into the third quarter. McCade Roll brings it down to the left side, handoff to Brighton Williams. Back to Roll, out on the perimeter. Now Guthrie attacks, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Brighton Williams, pumps fake, gets to the shot, no good as he floated it up in the lane and he missed it, and then a foul in the backcourt by McCade Roll, trying to get it from Hunsaker, and McCade picks up his first foul. 2 team fouls on the Bobcats, 1 on the Mustangs. 6:41 in the third quarter. 28-26 Mustangs. That's right, Anderson hit that three. 2-3 zone for the Bobcats. Mason Smith back to Hunsaker, thought about a three. Now he's going to drive the lane. It's knocked off of him, out of bounds. Oh, they say it was last touch by the Bobcats. So it looked like it went off Hunsaker's knee, and then it hit a Bobcat as it rolled out of bounds on the baseline with 20 seconds on the shot clock. The Mustangs have it. Mason Smith gets it in to Dimitrikov. He goes at Black, kicks it outside. Pump fake by Arnell, goes to the right. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes to Thatcher. He got the defender in the air. He just couldn't knock it down. It was a great move by Arnell. Bobcats bring it up. A screen from Kimball Black. Brighton Williams cut off on the baseline by Smith. Good defense there. Forces the Bobcats to go outside the perimeter. McCade Roll to Kimball Black inside, spins it up, right side, no good. Good defense by Dimitrikov. Rebound to Hunsaker, 1-on-3. He's going to attack, goes right into Williams. It's knocked away and stolen. Now on the court, and it's a jump ball. Dimitrikov and Kimball Black. Great defense by Williams. He took the contact by Hunsaker, then he stripped the ball out of there. And then Dimitrikov and Black tie it up on the ground. They lob it up. Shot on the way by Arnell. Banks it up and in. Nice inbound play. Arnell has 6. Nice assist there by Smith. And the Mustangs now lead by 4, 30-26. McCade Roll down the left side of the lane. Kicks it out to Guthrie. Guthrie drives the lane. Outside to Williams. To the right side to Thatcher. Good defense by the Mustangs. Everything out on the perimeter for the Bobcats right now. Shot clock down to 14. Guthrie fakes the three. Now he's driving. Up with a shot. Foul. Oh, they didn't call the foul, but he made the shot. Timeout, Coach Hilliard. There was some contact. Guthrie hung in the air, took the contact, put it up and in. He's got all of Skyview's 5 points and a timeout by Coach Hilliard, and it's 30-28. Mustangs lead with 5:19 in the third quarter. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. If you teach in the Logan Cash or Rich school districts, you can qualify for an ultra-low interest rate on auto loans and more. Loan approvals in as fast as 30 minutes. It's Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Visit them today. So 30-28. Skyview called the timeout there after the Guthrie shot. On the court for the Mustangs, they'll have the ball. You've got Anderson, Smith, Arnell, Dimitrikov, and Hunsaker. That's Smith bringing it up, gets it off to Anderson. 2-3 zone by the Bobcats, inside to Hunsaker. He goes down to the lane, and it's stripped away, or a foul. It's going to be a foul. That's Thatcher with 3 fouls. So the Bobcats bigs, Thatcher with 3, and Kimball Black with 3. So Chance Wilson will come in for Thatcher with 5:07 in the third quarter. 30-28. Hess is on the bench for the Mustangs with 3 fouls. Arnell, the corner 3, no good. It's short. Gets his own rebound. He gets inside the lane, throws it out there to Anderson, has to save it out front to Hunsaker. Now Smith has it out front. Back to Anderson on the left side. To Smith. Now the high post to Hunsaker. It's stripped away by Wilson. It goes to Black, and then here comes McCade Roll to Guthrie. Guthrie, nice pass to Chance Wilson. Gets 2 defenders in the air. They blow by, and it's up and in. That's like Top Gun. Chance Wilson said, they'll just fly right by me, and he put on the brakes, and they did, and he ties it up at 30 with 4:25 to play. In the third quarter, Mason Smith pump fakes a 3 as he stopped his dribble, gets it off to Anderson on the wing. Back to Smith, a 3 straight away. Oh, he missed this one. He knocked down one earlier, but that one he missed. Doesn't catch rim. Bobcats have it. McCade Roll attacks the right side of the lane, and it's stolen away by Arnell. And Arnell is out of bounds on the baseline as he went to the floor. He fell out of bounds, and it looked like I couldn't tell, but the official right there on the baseline said his back did hit the baseline. It will be Skyview basketball. Liam Guthrie came out, and I believe Oxborough came in for him. Brighton Williams has it on the right wing. He throws it. Wow, errant pass just goes to McCade Roll. They got lucky there. The Bobcats did. Oxborough has it. Spins into the lane. Shot on the way around the rim. No good. Rebound to Mason Smith. Tied at 30. Gets into the front court. Now down to Dimitrikov. Outside. Three-pointer rigged in Anderson. Oh, in and out. Heartbreaker. On the rebound, it comes out of there. McCade Roll is fouled, I believe, as Hunsaker dove for it. So Hunsaker has 3. So Hess with 3 and Hunsaker with 3 for the Mustangs. And Murray will check in for Hunsaker. With 3:32 left to play in the third quarter, it's tied at 30. McCade Roll brings it down, gets it to Chance Wilson. Hands off to Brighton Williams left side. He goes out to Oxborough, now to Wilson out front, out the perimeter. Right wing to McCade Roll. Kimball Black rolls to the basket, gets it stripped away as he went up. And last touched by, they say it was out on Skyview. Now the officials are going to talk about it. I thought the Mustangs hit it out of bounds because Kimball Black had it and it was stripped out of there. So the officials talk about it and they're going to make the change. That's the right call. Coach Hilliard was blowing a gasket, but it's really the right call. I'm glad that the official corrected himself and went to go get some help because it was stripped away from Kimball Black. Maybe he was just shielded there. Backdoor cut to Oxborough. Up, foul, good! What a backdoor cut. Oxborough has his first 2, and the foul goes against Dimitrikov. His second foul with 3:06. What a play by the Bobcats on that backdoor cut. 3 team fouls on each team. It's 32-30 Bobcats. Oxborough to the line, and he completes the 3-point play. That's his first points of the game. 33-30, Skyview leads. Anderson to Smith. Skyview's 2-3 zone is causing the Mustangs problems. Across the lane is Hess. He goes up, shot, good, and he's fouled. If that's Black, it's his 4th foul. The basket is good. Chance Wilson picks up his third. So Hess can tie this baby up. He struggled at the free throw line. One shot, and he's got it this time. So 33-33, it's tied back up with under 3 minutes to play. No one can create any kind of separation once they get the lead. McCade roll into the corner. Chance Wilson for three, right side. He's got it! 36-33, Skyview retakes the lead. After Mountain Crest had tied it up, Anderson, high post to Dimitrikov. Out to Smith. Smith goes to the free throw line. Now back out. Long three, Arnell. Oh, off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Black. Handoff to Brighton Williams. Into the corner, Oxborough all alone from the left side. Boom! Skyview back-to-back threes, and they lead by 6. 39-33. Coach timeout by Chandler Smith as the Skyview bench is fired up as they have had back-to-back buckets, which has been rare in this game for either team. 39-33, Skyview the lead with 2:06 in the third quarter. We'll step aside for a short break and be back right after this. Welcome back. Back-to-back threes by the Bobcats. They lead 39-33, 2:06 left to play. The Mustangs will have the ball out of the timeout. We'll see here. You've got Rigdon Anderson, Mason Smith, Josh Arnell, Parker Andrus is checked in, and Caden Hess for the Mustangs on the floor. For the Bobcats, it's Zach Oxborough, McCade Roll, Brighton Williams, Easton Mills, and Chance Wilson defensively. Anderson has it on the wing. Left side, back out front to Smith against this 2-3 zone of the Bobcats. In the corner is Arnell. Arnell out front. Goes to Smith, now to Parker Andrus on the right wing. Shot clock down to 12. Hess attacks the rim, and he's fouled, and it's good. Hess caught it in the middle of the lane, and he went right out Easton Mills, puts it up and in, and he's going to go to the free throw line. 7 points in the third quarter, 10 in the game for Hess. Mills picks up his second foul. Hess, shot good. So he's got 11 in the game. 8 of those 11 coming in this third quarter, 39-36 with a minute 35 left. In the third, Easton Mills. McCade roll over to Oxborough off the rim, no good for three. Rebound to Hess, he gets it off to Arnell. Arnell in the front court, attacks the basket, up with a shot. Fouled by Oxborough on the left side, I believe. With 124, it's Oxborough, his first. So Skyview's already put the Mustangs in the bonus with 124. 3 team fouls on the Mustangs. 2 shots coming. First one on the way is good by Arnell. So 39-37, Skyview leads. So Mason Smith, some great minutes for the Mustangs, the sophomore. He goes to the bench. Hunsaker back in. Second free throw good by Arnell. 39-38, Skyview. We were tied at the half. And it's a 1-point lead for the Bobcats now. McCade roll explodes to the basket. Right side layup good as he got past Arnell. He's got 7, and it's 41-38. A minute 8 left in the quarter. Anderson to Hunsaker on the wing. Back to Anderson. Thought about a three. Now to Arnell on the left side. Down low to Parker Andrus. To Hess. Hess inside. It's stripped away, and it's going to be a foul on Brighton Williams, I believe, as he tried to strip Hess down low. So 2 shots coming. That's his second. 2 shots coming for Caden Hess. Again, Les Olson Company bringing you Skyview basketball here on the Fan. Get your free network assessment at lesolson.com. 54 seconds in the quarter. Skyview leads by 3. Caden Hess to the line for 2. And it's off the iron, no good. Hess having a big quarter for the Mustangs. He's got 8 points in the quarter, 11 in the game. So Brighton Williams comes out, Liam Guthrie back in for the Bobcats. One more free throw for Hess, it's long, no good. Parker Andrus went up high, but Chance Wilson rips it down for the Bobcats. McCade Roll on the right side, gets it over to Wilson. Now to Oxborough, gets to the elbow of the free throw line, out to Wilson, now to Guthrie. Guthrie to McCade Roll in the right corner, guarded by Arnell. Looking for Mills in the post, he can't get it there, so he goes out front to Wilson, with 12 on the shot clock. Guthrie has it now with 10. To Wilson, right wing 3, short, air ball, and he's out of bounds. Oh, they call a foul on Mills. Mills and Hess were tied up out of bounds, and Mills will get the foul. Caden Hess caught it out of bounds, but they said that he was pulled by Mills, so Mills picks up his 3rd foul. Skyview has foul trouble with Thatcher with 3, Mills with 3, Black with 3, and Wilson with 3, as Caden Hess, who just missed 2, back to the free throw line to cut into this 3-point lead of the Bobcats. First one up is good by Hess. Hess has been at the free throw line a lot tonight. 6'6" senior knocks down the first with one more coming, and he's got both. So Hess is going to come out now, and Dimitrikov back in, and it's 41-40 Skyview. Shot clock is off with 24.8 seconds. So McCade Roll brings it across the timeline, guarded by Arnell. Hand off to Guthrie as Skyview runs motion out up top with 12 seconds to run some clock. Down to 11, McCade Roll to the free throw line to Oxborough with 8. To Guthrie, who gets into the lane, tries to pass it off to Mills. It bounces off his head. Andrus with the steal with 1 second, lets it fly at the buzzer, off the backboard, no good. Look to the ref for a foul, but nothing called. So at the end of 3 quarters, it was tied at the half, and at the end of 3 quarters, it's Skyview 41, Mountain Crest 40. We'll take a break and be back right after this. Welcome back to Skyview High School. 41-40, Skyview leads heading into the 4th quarter. It's Carson Thatcher, McCade Roll for the Bobcats with Kimball Black, Chance Wilson, and Liam Guthrie on the court to start this 4th quarter with the ball. Going left to right, Guthrie attacks the basket, kicks it out to Thatcher, now to Chance Wilson. Guthrie has it up top. He's going to drive the right side of the lane, up with a shot, and it rolls in. Guthrie has 2 there. He's got 13 in the game. 43-40, Skyview back up by 3. Hess inside to Joseph Hunsaker, up with a shot, good. Nice pass by Hess as he found Hunsaker streaking across the lane, and he reverse layup, put it up and in. 43-42 Skyview. McCade Roll gets a screen by Wilson out front on Arnell, gives it off to Thatcher on the wing. Now to Alex Bardo. To the corner, Chance Wilson for 3, got it! His second three of the game. He's got 8 in the game, and it's 46-42. Now a 2-possession game as they lead by 4. Coach Hilliard exhorting his team to play some defense. Parker Andrus gets it in the corner to Arnell. Out to Anderson. They whip it to the right side of the perimeter to Hunsaker. Out to Anderson. Now to Andrus in the corner with 15 on the shot clock. Left side to Andrus. To Anderson, drives, kicks it out to Andrus with 9. To Hess, it goes through his hands to Hunsaker. Free throw line jumper, bank shot too strong. Wilson the rebound, gets it off to McCade Roll. Quickly up to Guthrie, pulls up for 3, right wing, got it! Back-to-back threes, and the Bobcats start the fourth quarter on an 8-2 run. And now Rigdon Anderson for 3, he's got it all alone. Anderson answers with a 3. His third of the game, 49-45, Skyview leads. Anderson knocks it down to answer that 3 by the Bobcats. Guthrie has it, curls around, free throw line jumper up with a shot, he's got another one! Guthrie starting to heat up in a timeout. Coach Hilliard, 51-45 with 5:55 on the clock. Wow, we haven't had a lot of scoring in this game, but all of a sudden the basket looks pretty big because everybody's knocking them down. 51-45, Skyview leads with 5:55. We'll take a short break and be back right after this. Welcome back to Skyview High School. Skyview had a 1-point lead at the end of 3, outscoring the Mustangs 18-17. And right now the Bobcats have a 10-5 advantage here in the fourth, and they lead by 6, 51-45. We've got one final tonight. Logan in the Grizzly Den comes back and beats Ridgeline 61-56. That score update brought to you by DD Auto and Salvage. So Mountain Crest basketball with 5:55 left. They trail by 6. It's Hunsaker, Anderson, Arnell, and Hess and Andrus on the court for the Mustangs, and they have the ball. Skyview's kind of switched up their zone. Now they're in a 2-3. Arnell has it in the corner. Three-pointer, Joseph Hunsaker off the rim, no good. Parker Andrus up high for the rebound, loses it out of bounds. And it will stay, no, it goes to Skyview. I was blocked out. I didn't see what happened, but Andrus must have lost it. So he comes out of the game now. Dimitrikov comes back in. For the Bobcats with the ball, a 6-point lead. You've got Brighton Williams, Oxborough, Thatcher, Wilson, and Guthrie on the court. They whip it to Guthrie. Three-pointer left side, short. Air balls, and it goes right to Anderson. A rare miss for Guthrie in this fourth quarter. Hunsaker on the wing, gets it to Dimitrikov, down low to Hess. He's double-teamed, fights through it, up with a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Guthrie rips it out of there, but they're going to call a foul on Guthrie. Tell you what, Caden Hess was double-teamed, and he just ripped through that. It's not on the shot, though, and that's the first team foul with 5:08 here in the game. Skyview leading 51-45. Kimball Black will come in for Chance Wilson. So Kimball Black has 3 fouls. Chance Wilson had 3. On the baseline, it's Rigdon Anderson trying to get it to Arnell. He lobs it into Arnell as Williams fell down. Now to Hess on the block against Black. Goes up, hooks it up, around the rim, no good. And a late whistle, but they call the foul. It's going to go against Kimball Black. Kimball Black couldn't believe it as Hess hooked it up and over him. He gets called for the foul. Hess back to the line. Shot, no good, back of the iron. The senior will have one more. It's 51-45 Skyview, 5:01 in the game. One more for Hess. Long, no good. Long rebound goes to the corner. Oxborough gets knocked down, no call, but Skyview saves it. Guthrie to the basket. No, back out to Williams. Williams attacks down the lane. Tries to get it to Thatcher on the left side. It's knocked out of bounds by Dimitrikov, and he says it was last touched by Skyview. But the officials are going to say no. And now the official is going to talk to Dimitrikov. So, and just tell him what he saw, I guess, and it will be Skyview basketball. Chance Wilson comes out. Well, he was already out, I thought. He just was walking on to get a drink. Williams couldn't get it in. Now he finally does to Thatcher. That had to be close to a 5-second violation. Guthrie attacks the basket, goes up. He's fouled, but he passed it off to Kimball Black. Let's see who the foul's on. If it's Hess, it is. Oh, Hunsaker, his fourth. So it would have been Hess with 4 or Hunsaker with 4, and they went with Hunsaker, his fourth. With 4:43 to play, Williams to try to inbound again. Having some trouble getting it in. He lobs it for Guthrie at the basket. It's good. Guthrie coming alive. He's got 9 in the fourth quarter. 20 for the game. On the other end, up with a shot. Good. What a move by Arnell. Arnell puts it up and in. 53-47, timeout Chandler Smith. We'll keep it here with 4:26 in the game, 53-47. What a game here in Smithfield. Skyview kind of created separation. Each team has been ahead by 4 or 5 points throughout the night, back and forth, but no one could really create that big separation. Skyview has gotten it out to a 6-point lead, and they've kind of kept it there. And they've exchanged baskets, so every time Mountain Crest trims the lead of Skyview, Skyview comes right back. But a timeout by Chandler Smith out of that last bucket with 4:26 to play. It's 53-47 Skyview, and they'll have the ball. It's Kimball Black, Liam Guthrie, McCade Roll, Brighton Williams, and Carson Thatcher for the Bobcats. Parker Andrus, Dimitrikov, Hess, Arnell, and Anderson in for the Mustangs defensively. They get it into Williams. He's trapped, and it's stolen by Andrus. Oh, and a foul on McCade Roll. Great job by Andrus. Andrus went, it was past, he jumped the passing lane to Roll and steals it, and McCade Roll fouled him, and it will stick with the Mustangs. They get the turnover, 3 team fouls on the Bobcats. So Mustangs basketball out of the timeout, they get the turnover that they wanted. They lob it into Hess. It's knocked by Williams. He came off his man and knocked it out of the air and steals it for the Bobcats. McCade Roll attacks, gets to the free throw line, now just goes to the left side of the perimeter and slows it down back to Brighton Williams. Skyview leading with 4:08 to play, 53-47. Dimitrikov is guarding Williams. Williams attacks. McCade Roll in the corner, thought about a 3. Shot clock down to 15 as they get it back to Williams. Under 4 minutes to play, shot clock at 10. McCade Roll near midcourt, gets a screen out front, goes to the right side. Now to Guthrie, fakes the 3, gets his man in the air and launches the 3. No good, rebound. Hess. So Guthrie faked his man, got him in the air, and then went to the left, shot the 3 from the wing and missed it. Andrus has it. Back to Anderson, back to Andrus, left wing 3, short, no good. Rebound fought for, and on the baseline, last touched by Thatcher. Guthrie tried to save it, but he couldn't. So 53-47 Skyview, 3:30 left to play in the game. Mustang basketball, it will be Rigdon Anderson to trigger the inbounds on the baseline. Hess is double teamed under there. Still looking. He finally gets it into Dimitrikov in the corner. Now to Hess. Hess goes up against Black. Up with a shot, foul. Black picks up the foul, and I think he just fouled out. So Black's going to finish senior night. The 6'8 senior will foul out on senior night. He didn't finish with any points, but he did a good job rebounding while he was in the game. Chance Wilson will come in for him. McCade Roll came out too. So shot on the way is good by Hess this time. He's lived at the free throw line. 4 team fouls on the Bobcats with 3:24 left to play. The next one will put him in the bonus. Second one long, no good. Parker Andrus tips it back to Hess. Hess has it. Free throw line. Gets it underneath to Dimitrikov. Good. The offensive rebound. Parker Andrus, give him credit. He's the one that tipped it in the air. Oxborough gets through the double team in the backcourt. Back to Chance Wilson. Now to Williams. Got to get it across. They do get it across before the 10 seconds. Williams gets to the free throw line. Pulls up from the elbow. Left side. He's got it. Big basket for the Bobcats. 55-50, under 3 minutes to play. That pressure's really caused the Bobcats trouble in this second half. Down low to Hess again. He kicks it to Andrus. Now out top to Anderson. Back to Andrus in the left side. To Dimitrikov. Right side to three-pointer. No good by Andrus. Tipped around on the ground. Williams has it. Williams, and he's fouled from behind by Parker Andrus in the front court. That ball was tipped around the basket, ended up at the free throw line on the ground. Williams ran it down, then he's fouled from behind by Andrus. But that last offensive rebound that Dimitrikov put it up and in, it was a great job by Andrus keeping it alive on the missed free throw by Hess. That Hess ended up getting the rebound and then finding Dimitrikov. So 55-50 Skyview. 2:24 left to play in the game. Skyview basketball. Oxborough to Guthrie. Guthrie to the free throw line. Now to Chance Wilson. Out to Thatcher. In the corner, Oxborough takes a dribble inside the three-point line. Misses the shot. Rebound to Anderson. Here come the Mustangs. And it's knocked away by Williams. They were trying to find Arnell on the right side. Anderson was, with 2:07, but it was tipped out of bounds right by the Mountain Crest bench. So it'll be Rigdon Anderson to inbound into Arnell, and then he hands it right back to Anderson. 55-50 Skyview, under 2 minutes to play. Dimitrikov to Arnell in the corner. To Dimitrikov, trying to find Hess down low. They do. Hess goes across the lane, gets in there, up with a shot, good. Caden Hess, Skyview gets it down quickly on the other end. Thatcher lays it up and in. So quickly, Skyview got it back. 57-52, 1:38 to play. Mountain Crest down 5. They have the ball. Anderson to Hess. Hess drives, free throw line, underneath to Dimitrikov. Layup, good. What a pass. 57-54, a minute 25 left to play. Guthrie splits the double team to Williams. Williams gets it into the front court. He attacks the basket. No good. Rebound comes down to Arnell. Arnell goes all the way down to the free throw line in the lane. Floater, good! 57-56, Skyview leads by 1. A minute 5 left, timeout, Coach Hilliard. What a game and what a comeback as the Mustangs cut it to 1. 57-56, Skyview with the ball. Out of the timeout, a minute and 5 seconds left here in Smithfield. 33 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats. They'll have the ball in the back court. Out of the timeout. What a game to finish region play here on senior night. As we look at foul trouble for each team, Kimball Black's already fouled out. 3 fouls on Thatcher for the Bobcats, 3 on Mills, 3 on Wilson. For the Mustangs, 4 fouls on Hunsaker and 3 fouls on Caden Hess. Let's see, Caden Hess had 3 at the half. He's got 6-9. I've got him for 16 points. And for the Bobcats, their leading scorer, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 13, 14, 20 points for Liam Guthrie. And 14 of those 20 have come in the second half. But again, Skyview leading 57-56 with 1:05 left to play. They've led by 5 or 6 points this whole fourth quarter, but then a flurry of points by the Mustangs. They got to stop, and it's cut down to 1, 57-56 Bobcats. Arnell's back there defensively in the back court, but they back off the pressure. So McCade Roll brings it up for the Bobcats. Shot clock is at 25. Game clock at 55. Chance Wilson has it. Big possession here. McCade Roll to Guthrie in the corner. Shot clock down to 16. Guarded by Andrus out front. Hand off to Roll with 12. A screen out front, roll goes to the right side, 3, no, around the rim, no good. Caden Hess the rebound. There's about a 4-second difference on the shot clock and game clock. Skyview leads by 1, timeout, Chandler Smith. 30.5 seconds, so really we can see now there's a 3.5 second difference on the game clock. Then the shot clock at 27, game clock at 30.5, timeout Chandler Smith. If you're Coach Smith and the Mustangs, I think you would want to go to Caden Hess down low, who's done a great job. He's been double teamed a lot tonight, but he's found his way through those double teams and gotten to the free throw line. McCade Roll for the Bobcats had a great look on the right wing. He let it fly and it just rolled around the rim and came out. Down to Hess. A great rebound there, and the Mustangs have a chance to win, or at least get ahead, as there's 3.5 seconds difference on the game clock and the shot clock. So we'll see what Coach Smith draws up offensively, and Coach Hilliard what they do defensively if you're the Bobcats. The Bobcats have 14 fouls. The Mustangs only 2 in this quarter. So if the Skyview Bobcats foul, the Mustangs will be at the line shooting 2 no matter what. They'll be in the bonus. So the Mustangs will take it inbound. Let's see who they have on the floor. Anderson, Arnell, Dimitrikov, Andrus, and Hess. Defensively for the Bobcats, Oxborough, McCade Roll, Williams, Wilson, and Thatcher. They get it inbounds. Anderson back to Arnell, right wing. Hess in the high post against Wilson, goes right at Wilson, shot on the way, no good! Rebound, Anderson, shot clock off. 18 seconds, 17, he attacks. Gets it down to the block, Dimitrikov, no good, rebound! Hess saves it, 10 seconds, Andrus, timeout, Mountain Crest. Oh my goodness! 2 looks at the rim, Hess couldn't finish. A fight for the rebound. Anderson got it to Dimitrikov. Dimitrikov misses on the right side. Another fight for the rebound. Hess had it. As he was falling to the ground, he just flipped it over his head. Back to Anderson at the three-point line. And the clock's running. Timeout, Coach Smith with 8.8 seconds. Skyview still leading 57-56. So out of the timeout, that timeout before, they went right to Hess, and Hess attacked Wilson. Wilson held his ground, but Mountain Crest with 2 offensive rebounds had opportunities to score and couldn't do it, but they get another one, and a timeout called by Coach Smith. So the same lineup defensively for the Bobcats: Oxborough, Wilson, Williams, Roll, and Thatcher. And the same lineup for the Mustangs: Andrus, Anderson, Arnell, Dimitrikov, and Hess, and a timeout, Coach Hilliard, as they line up. So he wanted to see what the Mustangs would kind of line up as and what their lineup would be, and then he calls a timeout as the coaches are in a chess match right now. But what a game in Smithfield. We're going to have a pretty crazy ending. Whoever wins this game, 57-56, 8.8 on the clock. Thanks for tuning in on 107.7 FM, also 1390 AM, 106.9 FM, and your video experience on CashValleyDaily.com is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. Well, the first game in Hiram went down to the end, and it was Skyview with a 2-point win, 51-49. This one coming down to the wire as well, 57-56, Skyview with the lead, but it's Mustang basketball. As the fan bases are standing up here in Smithfield. Here we go, Andrus to throw it in. 8.8 on the clock. Andrus to Anderson. Anderson attacks the basket, 5 seconds. Arnell with 4, 3 to Anderson, good! It's good! With 1 second left, Anderson puts it in on the right baseline. Arnell attacked it, got in the lane, got it off to Anderson. They're gonna put time on the clock, 58-57. Mountain Crest leads with the Rigdon Anderson bucket. 1.1 second on the clock for the Bobcats. They'll have to go the length of the court. But that Rigdon Anderson bucket might have just ended Skyview's hopes here on senior night. Wow, what a finish here in Smithfield. It looked like the Skyview defense had the Mustangs scattered. Arnell had the ball out on the right wing. He was forced to dribble inside, and he found a wide open Rigdon Anderson on the right baseline who floated it in with 1.1 second. Skyview called the timeout. It went to zeros, but the officials got together and put 1.1 on. And I'll tell you what, Skyview, they're gonna need a prayer in this one, a miracle to pull off this victory. So it will be Hess, Andrus, Anderson, Arnell, and Dimitrikov on the court for the Mustangs. Thatcher will inbound. He was the quarterback for Skyview. He can run the baseline. Hess defending that. He runs to the left. He lets it fly, and it's caught by the Mustangs, Anderson, and they're going to get the victory as he caught it at half court, and it's all over. What a comeback by the Mustangs as they were down by 5 with under a minute to play, or, well, there was under 2 minutes to play. They came back, got the victory, 58-57 over the Bobcats. A tough loss for the Bobcats tonight on senior night. So that's going to do it. Mustangs 58, Skyview 57. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show. We'll be joined with Coach Hilliard. He's going to bring the 4 seniors to come talk tonight. We'll talk to Brighton Williams, Carson Thatcher, Brighton Williams, Carson Thatcher, Tanner Davis, and Kimball Black. But again, it's a Mountain Crest victory, 58-57 over the Bobcats on the Rigdon Anderson bucket with 1.1 second on the clock. So Mustangs win 58-57. We'll step aside and be back right after this with our post-game show. 58-57 on a Rigdon Anderson bucket from the baseline with 1.1 seconds left, sealed the game for the Mustangs as they defeat the Bobcats, as the Mustangs pretty much were down by 5 or 6 points, if I remember right, the last 2 minutes of this game. But they fought and clawed their way back into it, had an opportunity with some offensive rebounds down the stretch, and then it was Arnell who drove on the right wing, drove inside the lane, and he was double teamed, and then somehow found Rigdon Anderson on the right baseline, who just floated it up and in with 1 second left, basically, before Skyview called a timeout to get the victory, 58-57. Welcome back to Smithfield here on 107.7 FM, 1390 AM, and 106.9 FM. John Newbold here with you. It was senior night here in Smithfield for the Skyview Bobcats, but the Mustangs spoiled the senior night with the 58-57 win, and they get the victory and the revenge on the Bobcats because the Bobcats defeated the Mustangs in Hiram 51-49 earlier this season. So Mustangs will improve to 13-9 on the season, 4-6 in region play. Skyview falls to 7-15, 2-8 in region play. And the Mustangs, like we say, with that victory for sure solidifies, and I think they wouldn't have fallen in the RPI anyways. They are around 13 before it went offline. I believe that they'll be hosting a first-round matchup next Wednesday in Hiram. So stay tuned to CashValleyDaily.com to see when that game will be. Skyview will be on the road next Wednesday for the first round of the playoffs because the first round of the playoffs are at the home sites, the first and second rounds. So, again, the Mustangs win 58-57. Looking at scoring totals for the Mustangs, 5 points for Joseph Hunsaker, 16 for Caden Hess. 6 points for Dimitrikov. Jackson Murray had 1. 3 for Mason Smith, 15 for Rigdon Anderson, and 12 for Arnell. So Anderson knocked down 3 3-point shots, and he had the 15 and that game winner with 1.1 second. He will be our McDonald's player of the game for the Mountain Crest Mustangs. For the Skyview Bobcats, scoring 8 points for Chance Wilson, 6 for Zach Oxborough. Kimball Black didn't score. 7 points for McCade Roll, 20 for Liam Guthrie, 7 for Carson Thatcher, and 7 for Brighton Williams. We're going to step aside and take a short break and be back with our postgame show right after this. Welcome back to Skyview High School. We're joined here on the post-game show here on senior night we'll be talking with one of the seniors, 6'3", Carson Thatcher. And Carson, hard-fought game out there, tough way tonight to get that loss, but talk about the effort that you guys have played with all season long.
I mean, all year we've always played really hard, you know. That's one of the things we talk about every week is just play hard, play our guts out, you know, and that's what Coach says, and that's what we want to do.
Well, Carson, you're down there, down low. You know, we see you on the football field. You're the quarterback, and then out here you just bang with those big guys down low. I mean, talk about your role on this team and what you do fighting for those rebounds against some of those big guys.
I mean, that's all I've really done whenever I played basketball, just fight the bigger guys, you know. It's not the fight of the size of the fight in the dog, but with that one, you know, I don't know what the rest of it is, but
yeah,
just that's all I've done, you know, and that's Coach just asked me to rebound. That's all I do.
Well, talk about what you guys need to do. You're heading into the playoffs. You'll probably be on the road in the first round. What do you need to do as a team to make a run here in the playoffs?
Clean up a lot of things, you know, offensively at least. We didn't execute very well tonight. Just easy stuff like that. Turnovers killed us pretty early on, and stay out of foul trouble and learn how to keep bigs out of the paint.
Well, Carson, it's a tough loss, but you guys still have a lot of basketball to be played here in the playoffs. Who would you like to give a shout out to before we turn the mic over to someone else?
Just my dad. He's my guy. He's always been there for me. So yeah.
Well, Carson, thanks for taking some time to come join us here on senior night. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, we'll pass the mic over to, let's see, who's up next. We got Tanner Davis, the 6'5" senior, and Tanner, there's not much you can say. It wasn't the way that you perceived your senior season, but how have you been able to keep your head up and still be a part of this program and a part of the team after your injury early on?
It comes from my love for my teammates. Like, I would do anything for these guys. I'd go to war for them. So that's how I've been able to stay with the team. What's kept my motivations high is just looking to the forward, looking to the future. I get to go on and play at the next level, which has been big for me mentally. So I just looking to the future has helped me a lot.
Well, talk about that you have an opportunity to play at the next level. Utah Tech is where you ended up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did that process go for you, like recruiting and that kind of thing? What was that like to go visit different schools?
Yeah, it was sweet. It was something I've dreamed of since I was a kid.
Sure.
You see those recruitment pictures. I've dreamed of going on those visits, and Utah State was a big one that I went on a visit, and that was always a dream. But it was cool. It was playing hard all summer, just in front of the hundreds of coaches. It was a great experience for me. I've gotten better at playing under pressure, I guess, because there's nothing really that has more pressure than playing in front of all these college coaches. So it's definitely helped me out.
Well, you're not going to go directly to Utah Tech because you have the opportunity. You've chosen to go out and on a mission, an LDS mission. So where, I can't remember, where are you going again?
Trujillo, Peru.
Peru. So what have you learned about Peru so far with doing a little bit of investigating there?
I've learned that everyone I've talked to that's been there has been like, you're going to love the people, which I'm super excited. I've learned that the average height of a Peruvian man's 5'5". Well, so I'm gonna be a giant down there.
You'll be a giant. That's great. Well, so when do you take off for that?
July 1st. I start home MTC, and then I'll leave a week later.
Well, great. Well, Tanner, it's always fun to talk with you, and it's like we said, and everyone knows it wasn't the way you planned it, but way to keep your head up, and we'll look forward, I guess, in 3 years, to see you at the next level at Utah Tech. So
I'm excited.
All right. Well, congratulations on your mission call and on Utah Tech.
Thank you.
Going there.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks for taking some time, Tanner. Okay. So again, senior Tanner Davis will be joined now by Kimball Black. Kimball, we've talked to you before, that going up against those big guys, it's always tough. In Mountain Crest, it was a tough battle in Hiram. You got the victory there. This one doesn't come out on the right end for you guys, but like I asked Carson, how do you keep your head up moving forward into the playoffs?
We just got to stay motivated and stay together. We're not out of it yet. We can still win a game or two.
Oh, yeah.
So we just got to come together, and we can't hang our heads.
Yeah, for sure. Talk about your basketball career here at Skyview. What have been some of the fun experiences that you've had here at Skyview High School?
Probably the funnest thing that has happened for me personally is winning the state championship last year. That was pretty fun. But just being able to come and play every day is my favorite thing. I love being able to play.
Yeah. Is there a favorite subject or something in school that you enjoy, or something you?
I enjoy math.
Math,
I guess, but.
Is there what plans do you have after? The season's not over, but after high school, do you have any plans on what you're going to do?
I'm going to serve a mission, and then I'll probably go to Utah State.
All right. Now, do you have your mission call yet?
I do.
Okay. Yeah. Where are you headed?
I'm going to Antofagasta, Chile.
Ah, Chile, huh? Okay. All right. So when does that one start?
I leave June 24th.
June 24th. Well, awesome, Kimball. It's been great watching you, and we'll continue to watch you in your playoff game and playoff run that Skyview makes. And so thanks for taking some time to join us here on the postgame show. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, the 4 seniors honored on senior night. Now we're going to talk to Brighton Williams. And Brighton, the last 2 games, you've had a great game shooting last game. You really got it started for your Bobcats. Things haven't gone the way that you guys thought. Talk about how you guys have just kept motivated to in practice each day and in the game situations.
Well, I think you saw it tonight. We can play with anyone, and if we truly believe that, and we kind of play like that, we're able to play with anybody. So nights like these kind of keep us going. We couldn't pull it out, unfortunately, but we could play with those guys, and those guys have played with everyone in the region. I just think it goes to show that if we play 4 quarters, we'll be in every single game.
Well, one of the things that you were really active on is steals tonight. There was a lot of times that those big guys dropped the ball or brought it down and didn't keep it high. You were really stripping at that ball tonight. Is that just something that you saw on film, or is it just something that you just, the ball's mine?
Yeah, Coach always tells us if the big dudes are going to bring the ball down, go get it. And I'm not as tall as anyone. I'm a small guy, so as soon as I see that, I got to go get it, or it's a wasted opportunity.
Well, we know that you play football as well, Brighton. Is there anything else in the spring that you play other than basketball here in the winter?
Yeah, I'm playing baseball, and I plan to run track.
Oh, okay, so you're keeping busy.
Yeah,
for sure.
I always do.
Well, that's awesome. Talk about what it's been like to play at Skyview, play basketball. What's one of your favorite memories the last few years?
Coach always tells us before the game to play for the people who played before you. And I think we go back to last year. I had some pretty amazing dudes in front of me, and I didn't see the court a lot, but I had great role models, and they've kind of shaped me into the ball player I am today. Those guys made last year memorable, and now it's been kind of my job to keep these guys going, and the future's bright for Skyview basketball, and it's always a privilege to put on the Skyview jersey and represent this community.
Yeah, and you guys have a few games still left in the state run. You might be on the road, but you guys, like you say, you can play with anyone. So yeah, we look for that playoff push starting next Wednesday, probably on the road. But
Yes,
Brighton, thanks for joining us. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
Give a shout out to my teammates. They always believe in me, and I appreciate them. My coaches, same thing, and my family. They do so much for me, and I'm grateful for the person they've made me today, and appreciate you up here giving people at home able to see this game. And we couldn't get it done tonight, but we're going to keep going, make some noise in this playoff.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Brian. Appreciate it. Again, Skyview falls on a heartbreaker, 58-57 here on senior night. We'll be joined now by Coach Hilliard, and Coach, this was a game where no team could kind of create some separation, get back-to-back buckets. You finally started getting going, 5 or 6 point lead there in the final quarter, but just couldn't hang on there at the end.
Yeah, we got to do a better job taking care of the ball right there at the end. We had too many unforced turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, that
got them going a little bit. Shouldn't have been a tie game at halftime, and I thought defensively we played it how we wanted to play them, and Hess is a big kid, and we don't have the size and the muscle inside, but I thought we did a decent job on him. I know he probably ended up with 20 plus tonight, but we limited other guys.
Yeah, I have him for 16.
Okay, that's about where he's averaging, and we just got to do a better job of finishing the game. That's we had 3 chances to come up with a rebound or a loose ball or anything like that, and we didn't tonight, but everybody starts 0-0.
Yeah.
And headed into a new season, and that's what we got to preach to these guys and get them ready to roll, and get them ready to go on Wednesday. We'll be going on the road. We'll wait to find out tomorrow where we're going, but the kids battled hard. They battled hard all night tonight, and we just didn't finish it tonight. We'll go do it on Wednesday.
So you've got the playoffs coming up. Like you said, you're on the road probably Wednesday to face someone. But, do you change anything different coaching-wise, as coaches, when you head into the playoffs, or just say, hey, guys, you know that you can play with anyone, and it's 0-0 like you just said?
Well, we're playing teams that haven't seen us, and I haven't played Timpanogos in probably 6-8 years. We did play them way back in the day.
Uh-huh.
They're kind of where we're at. They're 2-8 if we play Timpanogos. If not, we'll probably go to St. George and play Crimson or Desert, one of those two, if we drop to 18th. So, we'll just have to kind of see how it all shakes down. But, it's a new season. Sometimes you can run different stuff going against a team that you haven't seen before. So we'll just have to give it our best. And kids are going to bring the effort. We'll have a good game plan. We'll go give her heck on next Wednesday.
Well, Coach, talk about those seniors. You brought up the 4 seniors. I know it's always tough to have senior night, and it wasn't the way that the seniors
envisioned how the season was going to go.
Yeah.
And nobody can predict that, and that's why we play the games. And so, I thought we've had some really good games where we played and looked really good, and then times where tonight we didn't have one of those 3-minute stretches where we gave up a bunch of points tonight. That we battled through that, and that's a credit to the kids. The seniors have done a great job. Brighton and Kimball and Carson and even Tanner, through his injury and stuff, he's been there to support the guys, and they've been our go-to guys. Those 3 guys have done a really good job for us, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud of their effort. They're awesome as far as teammates. They're awesome as far as young men. I'm proud to coach them. It's an honor to coach them. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to coach than those seniors right there, because they have given it everything they had and never fault their effort.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and thanks for bringing up those seniors. So
you
we
bet.
could talk
Appreciate
to them.
it. Thank you, guys. Thanks for doing the game tonight.
Yep, we'll see you next week. Again, Skyview falls 58-57 to the Mustangs. Again, our McDonald's player of the game, Rigdon Anderson for Mountain Crest, and Skyview will go to Liam Guthrie. Again, we want to thank all our sponsors. Dallin Dacus back in studio. Shane Larson running the camera for us here in Smithfield. Again, Mustangs win 58-57. Have a great weekend, everybody, and stay tuned or check out CashValleyDaily.com, as they will have the RPIs and the game schedule on where the teams in the region will be playing. But we assume that Mountain Crest will have a home game next Wednesday. Skyview will be on the road somewhere, like Coach Hilliard said. It will probably be in St. George if they fall to 18. If they stay at 17, it will probably be Timpanogos that they'll be on the road next Wednesday. And the other guys in the region, Bear River, Ridgeline, Logan, and Green Canyon, all have first-round byes, I believe, because the first 8 will have a bye. The only other team I think that would fall would have been Bear River. Maybe they'll fall out of the top 8, but I don't think so. So anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. Again, Mountain Crest 58, Skyview 57. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This Skyview Bobcats broadcast has been a presentation of 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan, and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by the support of our sponsors: Adams Wealth Advisors, Great Basin Graphics, McDonald's, Logo Shop, Napa Auto Parts, Old Grist Mill, Les Olson Company, DD Auto Salvage, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union, and Cash Valley Daily. Catch the replay of tonight's game on CashValleyDaily.com.